yeah.
You know, going up against Leon, who is the strongest Lucina in the continent as well. You know, Lucina, you know, fairly common character here and there. I think particularly, you know, we've got Stranger, from our reason that I'd used Lucina for as long as I can remember. And so there is going to be that element of matchup experience. But of course, both these characters being fairly common means that, you know, we're just going to see a straight up sword fight.
We're just seeing fist fights. These guys are just going to brawl. It's going to be fun.
No swords, just fists.
Yeah, none of that.
Put them away.
Gimping nonsense. We're here to swing, and we're here to swing wide as Climb Hazard going to get used to that visual there, folks. As the limit is active, we can see what we can find up till into the air. Going to try and sort of fake a couple of jumps, see what we can do. Obviously, CurryGovernor, a big fan of the cross slash as well. Ooh, good coverage there. All right, kind of had to eat the blade beam there, or else risk being taken out by that back air. Good stuff from CurryGovernor to put him into that situation. However, Leon is still very comfortably ahead right there as minion dash onto the spot. Gonna see if they can make it back. A gap attack is a little bit risky, but luckily he was covering a jump.
Yeah, Lucina, those ledge guard situations are so terrifying, and Curry, unfortunately, missing the tech there, just not quite making it back. And of course, Lucina having some of the best edge guarding in the business might make things a little bit dicey for Cloud off stage, but you don't get this far with a character like this without, you know, going through a few recoveries, being able to get back as early as possible. Although that being said, Leon nearly lapping him percent here.
Yeah, almost. Going to see if Curry can find something. Limit is almost on the board. There it is. We're going to have to expend it if he can't magnet hands his way back. He's able to do it. Surprised Leon didn't actually push that advantage, but fair enough, probably didn't want to eat a cross slash to the face just in case Curry was feeling antsy. This is difficult as well when you play against these Clouds at this level, because every Cloud has very different clear habits on how they want to use cross slash. Some people obviously abuse it as soon as possible, very nutty. Some people like to use blade beam just for a bit more consistency. However, if you don't know that, you don't want to take too many risks, and so you have to play a little bit more placid going up against these Cloud players. However, Leon looking incredibly healthy right there. 3, 2, 1 right there. Going to see if CurryGovernor can find a falling back end. Not quite going to do it just yet.
Does manage to find another one, though, and just keeps that ledge situation going. This is one of Curry's greatest strengths in every single matchup, is his ledge trapping with Cloud, particularly when given a platform like that, and just waits, shields the get-up attack, and gets the up B. An entire stock behind, but definitely showing signs of life.
Not going to lie, that's an option I really don't see very often, and it's a sick option, right? That's got to be the safest thing you can do out of shield in the series.
Well, it's wild because normally at that percent, when you're at high percent against Cloud, you're going to be avoiding the jump from ledge, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to want to jump from ledge because the back air is such a prominent force in that situation. And then the wild part is that if you're holding shield, you can up B out of shield, and if they roll, you can react and reverse it. It's such a powerful option, and it's wild that we don't see more Clouds do it. Yeah. But of course, that's why CurryGovernor is one of the best of the best.
You got that right. Missing a little bit of a comeback right here, but Leon's still so comfortably in the lead. Not sure if Curry can make it back from this. Obviously forced to air dodge, caught by the fair. Looks like they're going to run it back. Two swordsmen coming back at each other right now.
It's really interesting. There's a part that I want to really point out is the way Leon tech chases is really fascinating to me. So at those mid percents where Lucina's going for that down tilt, it feels like when he's getting the down tilt center stage, at this point in game one, Leon refuses to commit. He sort of does a full hop and then watches what Curry is electing to do. However, when it was towards the ledge,
Curry is banned. They're banning every stage. Oh no,
we're never going
We've got no stages left.
But when it's towards the ledge, you're able to get that guaranteed down smash because it will cover the roll behind as well. That's when Leon is willing to sort of shoot the bullet, as it were. So it's a really interesting dynamic to watch, and I do wonder whether as the set goes on, Leon's tech chases are going to get a little more aggressive, or whether he's going to commit to more of those hard reads, because Curry's been teching away a lot of the time so far, and I'm wondering whether Leon's cottoned onto that.
Yeah, we're going to find out right now as Leon's trying to make his way out to try and get a bit of damage done. Limit is here. Oh, the read is perfect, but Curry just a little bit too slippery there. Limit is active. Leon has to play a little bit more contained right now as the Nair comes out. Oh, almost.
That was a really, really wonderful idea there from Curry, but another shaking of the head as he fails to get back onto stage once again. You know, Leon is real scary. Lucina, like we said, her edge guarding off stage, her floatiness, and her quick disjoints are so devastating for a character like Cloud, who time and time again has got to weave in and out and make so many more predictions just to get back to stage, and it's so tricky. It's the one real sort of crux in the matchup that Leon's got.
Yeah, Climb Hazard being one of Cloud's kind of best real just options in general, you know, very multifaceted, able to be used as a brilliant out shield option as well as the up smash comes through. Great stuff from CurryGovernor there. But the thing is, obviously Leon is so good at spacing, so fundamentally ace with this character, that unfortunately you're not going to be able to really use it as an out shield punish, just like there, because frankly they can get away with it. So CurryGovernor is opting to use it more as like an anti-air, which is going pretty effective so far. I would like to see some bit more cross slash though.
Yeah, I was going to say cross slash, of course, being one of Cloud's strongest tools is very difficult to punish, and you can net a cheeky 24% for every single time that it hits. An utterly ludicrous move, but of course, Curry once again being stuck in a position that Leon wants him, just stuck at the ledge, trying to get past the wall that Leon puts up with both his movement and those disjoints from Lucina, those really safe aerials, and just reacting to what Curry does next.
Yep, oh, unfortunately, caught by the 2-frame there, not quite going to make it back, but the limit is clutch, but there's no tech.
So unfortunate, and we can see a grimace in the camera for Curry there. It feels like he was ready for that, and it just didn't quite happen, but already making sure that this lead doesn't get too out of hand, and Leon expending the jump, but just about drifting away from that up smash. That could have been the equalizer that Curry had, but he was just off the mark.
Yeah, if there was a turnaround there, it would have been absolutely perfect. I think Leon was expecting an up special, but nevertheless, CurryGovernor was able to get it. Ooh, great reverse. Very clean movement from CurryGovernor to make it back, but Leon is just running away with it. Limit almost on board, however. Could find a kill right there, but great usage. Amazing back air. Able to keep the limit now to get a little bit of damage on the Blade Beam just to keep him at bay right now. It's not that big of an expense, as obviously you do have to rack up some damage anyway. Not sure if we're going to see any finishing touch nonsense. I can't imagine. Not something CurryGovernor is super commonly known for, but they've always got it in the back pocket. CurryGovernor always has something cooking. However, Leon looks like going to try and chase him down. They found so many kills by chasing CurryGovernor off board and making them second guess themselves.
And
That's
what? And just catching the up B with the forward smash. Curry electing to go straight back into the game. It does just feel like Leon is just a little step ahead each and every single time. And the thing is that, you know, as the set goes on, more and more, of course, both of these players are going to be collecting that data. They're going to be, you know, analyzing each other real well. And it feels like, you know, Leon was getting a couple of early kills, and it feels like Curry is doing a much better job at readjusting to that, looking for those situations where he could die ridiculously early and then just making those slight adjustments and spacings and timings just to make sure that his stocks get as much value as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a brilliant way to put it, obviously. It's all about that efficiency. And CurryGovernor getting a little bit closer so far, but Leon just so fundamentally dangerous and strong. It is hard to come up with a concrete game plan because there's just no clear weakness. As Curry with a very healthy lead so far. The forward tilt going to send him out, obviously. Limit almost on board right there, but not going to need it so far. Coming up now as Leon opting to fall down to the center. Fantastic stuff. Great call out, CurryGovernor.
And the one thing that I really want to point out that I've already seen adjusted is that CurryGovernor is pressing the Z button. He is grabbing, and that is something that we see a lot of the time from Cloud. Cloud doesn't get the most off of a grab. We all know this, and yet you can command so much conditioning and you can get so much stage control. And honestly, Nutrose, I feel like a different player has sat down. Who's this Cloud main? He's kind of sick.
Pretty good, pretty good. As Limit is here, what can we find? Gonna bait out the back air, a couple of jumps. There's the cross slash. Cross slash him. Cross slash him again. CurryGovernor.
What were those first two games? Did those first two games matter? I don't feel like they did. CurryGovernor is just, he's taken all that he has learned from those first two games. He has readjusted himself, and he has this really wonderful habit of being able to just almost look like he's tilted and then just run back. It's real impressive.
It is good. Very aggressive landing there as well. Leon, however, definitely being very lackadaisical in this matchup, letting far too much fly. We know Leon has had a very decisive first two games, so they can definitely bring it back, but they just need to stabilize against this Cloud, because once they get running, once they can dictate the pace of the game, obviously a big nightmare, especially when they bring that limit on board, when you bring those mix-ups in. One thing I do like about Leon, however, is they're very confident in shield against these mix-ups CurryGovernor's throwing. Be it jabs, be it cross slash, they're very happy to hold, wait, and snap that limit away from CurryGovernor. That's a great resource taken, 1 to 2. Not impossible, but very, very improbable as Leon forced into the sky, go for the air dodge.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he was predicting the air dodge in, given that most of the time Curry's been hunting him down with those up smashes to try and catch the landings. But Leon just being a little step ahead, just knowing that at that point, he's just got to get back. And another up smash, the golf swing just being thrown out. Of course, it is going to kill. At this percent, you've got to be so careful here, but thankfully doesn't get hit by the forward smash. A real odd interaction that put Curry in a really spicy situation, but thankfully manages to get it before the situation got too hot.
Yeah, Curry getting a little bit carried away there, picking many, many aggressive options to get back to the stage. Eventually, it's just a roll that brings it back. Doesn't want to burn the limit here. Can see if we can do it. Oh, immediately, another aggressive option. Curry just getting so violent on the side of the stage, but he has to remember Cloud can be stifled out, and Leon has found many kills with stuff like 2-frame smashes. So he does have to be careful, hold this center. Leon, however, is looking to mount a comeback as slammed down into the top platform. Limit is not quite simmering, but it is on the boil as going to see if we can find a kill there. Leon able to slow it down a little bit, doesn't want to engage too quick, but Curry able to take that opportunity, get himself a little bit of limit charging. Almost there, and that's going to do it.
Yeah, and it's even those extra bits of percent, and that's the thing. If Curry did a really good job there. When Leon was at about 130%, it'd be so tempting to just throw out a lot of these kill moves, throw out a lot of these back airs, forward airs, and what have you. But it felt like there were a couple of situations where Curry was able to get these up Bs out of shield to just get that bit more percent. And then once you're at that 150, 160 mark against Cloud, you've got to go beyond the typical kill options. You've got to think about the forward tilt. You've got to think about the up tilts. You've got to think about, even things like, throws off stage. They're not going to kill, but they're going to put you really, really far. And that's such great awareness from Curry to know that, right, if I can get these couple more interactions, this little bit more percent, I can start going for these more unorthodox options to be able to get it. And we're seeing a very similar start. We're seeing CurryGovernor go for a lot of these grabs.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because really, it is just night and day how different it has been. Limit now on board. Could find a kill if he's very creative, but I imagine we are just going to see something along the lines of a blade beam, unless he can get a turnaround cross slash, as he tries to make his way back down to the ground, sent up into the air. Oh, let it rip!
He had the right idea, but didn't quite go for it, and that is the thing with Curry. Sometimes he just sort of goes for these really big swings, and it's quite unfortunate that it's off the mark. Of course, limit is not, it is a pretty limitless resource, as it were. You are able to get it back fairly quickly, and I really love that, using the down tilt to low profile Cloud and just get away with, whatever aerial's being thrown out, but that fresh up air is another deceptive kill option.
Yep, Leon looking very healthy right now. If they can tack on a little bit more percent, obviously forcing Curry into the side. And now Leon's starting to take control. 124, a little bit of rage as well. Great air dodge to make it back, but the back air is not going to connect. The up air so good at covering so much. Dolphin Slash is there, but Curry just barely misses, and now Leon could run away with it if he's not careful. There it is, sent off to the side, 3-2, and it's going to push all the way. CurryGovernor on the cusp of losing after a brilliant comeback. Leon staying stabilized and cool as the forward air comes out. Not quite finding a kill, but I do love the mix-up by landing, getting a little bit of limit, and then chasing back up with the reset. Fantastic stuff, but still 2-1. It's not quite that pretty there, Joycey.
It's really, really difficult. It feels like we almost went into an alternative dimension for that Game 3, where almost our hopes and dreams were being shown on the stream, and then it's this sort of blistering slap back into reality as Leon takes a really, really decisive lead. And whilst CurryGovernor is not out of it yet, it feels like Leon just tightened the screws a little bit and has just been able to outpace CurryGovernor each and every interaction.
Yep, every trade that Curry takes is a bad one as just off the stage. I do like the aggressive get-up option there. Eventually, Leon is going to start playing a bit more safe. Going to see if Curry can force Leon to lose control as it's 1-1. Limit on the board. Rage is boiling.
It's not
but
over yet.
Unfortunately, CurryGovernor just so high on the percentage right now. Goes for the down air. That's not quite it. Leon has stage control right there as the down tilt comes through. That's a bit of a whiff, but it's all right. Falling there is going to take it as forward air comes through. Tech read is there. However, Curry has 1 life left there. Joyce, you're going to see if he can make it back. Is he going to pick an aggressive option? He is. He's going to suffer for it.
So unfortunate, and particularly as CurryGovernor, he had that read on the jump from Leon, and if he had gotten the sweet spot, we would be chatting away about a Game 5, but unfortunately for CurryGovernor. Just didn't quite get the right hitbox and then wasn't able to close out. A 3-1 for Leon, making it into top 8. But of course, huge congratulations to CurryGovernor, who didn't think he'd get this far and manages to, you know, the only expectations he didn't shatter were the Cedars, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Great stuff, but obviously Leon is just a force, just a mainstay, always there, always threatening, and looking to push it even further into the upper echelons of this bracket as losers looking more dangerous than ever there. Joycey, the French do carry on.
It really is a dangerous, dangerous battlefield.